Alright guys, it's jerninghgam here. I don't know what's really going on here with Boris Johnson. He doesn't want a second lockdown, as we all know, or some places in the UK, Northern Ireland, Wales and Scotland have already had second lockdowns already in some parts. We're going to watch this video and see what they're going to be saying on it.
The Prime Minister stopped short of announcing a full national lockdown, but did warn the option is still on the cards if we fail to stem the rise in infections. He and his scientific advisors think restrictions like the ones announced today are the best way to control the spread of the virus. But is he right? Well, the scientific community is divided on this issue. On March the 23rd, the country went into full lockdown, quiet streets, shuttered businesses, and empty classrooms. Since late spring, the government strategy has been to impose different restrictions for different areas to deal with localized outbreaks. Blackburn, Leicester, Bolton, and Newcastle have all had different interventions over the last few months. Local lockdowns are published every week in this document, and they've gone from a few areas of concern to more than a page of places. Some interventions have worked in curbing the spread and some haven't, which is why a more standardized approach on restrictions is being put into place. Take Leicester, for example. Cases rocketed to 140 per 100,000 people before restrictions on household mixing were put in place on the 29th of June. By the 17th of July, that rate was down to 16 per 100,000, and restrictions began to be relaxed a week later. What we know from that Leicester lockdown is that testing in the hotspot areas was ramped up, and testing with effective tracing and isolating of symptomatic people is what experts believe is critical to the success of any local lockdown. But can that help us now?
The local handling of the pandemic, if we did have an effective test, trace and isolate system, could work where there are just local outbreaks. However, we're in a situation that's gone beyond local outbreaks, and we're in a situation where the test, trace and isolate system is currently broken. We need a national series of restrictions.
It's a different story in Bolton. Restrictions were introduced there at the end of July when there were only 18 cases per 100,000. But by the start of September, a sudden spike saw the area suffering its highest seventh-day rate of infections since late May. And this meant restrictions were increased even further, with a curfew on businesses and no indoor hospitality, much like the nationwide measures announced today. But there are some scientists who believe lockdowns are ineffective. They think vulnerable people living in our communities should be protected, and then the virus should be allowed to run its natural course.
One solution that is afforded by how this virus behaves in the community is really a simple one, which is where we allow herd immunity to accumulate through natural infection among those who are not vulnerable to death. So if we can arrange for that to happen, then that is the simplest solution to the problem. And that is not a pipe dream. That can be done by protecting those who are vulnerable.
It's a very difficult choice for a prime minister trying to balance health needs with the needs of the economy. For now, he's listened to his advisors who are urging restrictions, but he has not imposed a full national lockdown. If these measures work, he won't need to.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video, guys and girls. Give it a like, give it a comment, share it with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next video and we'll do a different video. Peace. Will there be a second lockdown? Will there not be? Who knows? Peace. I just have to wait and see. See you next one.